Okay, Shalom back. Let's see. This is Berbers etymology. The name Berber derives from variants of the root Barber, which exist in most of Indo-European sub-languages and Arabic. The Greek word Babapos, the English translation Barabas, or Barbarous, was initially used to refer to non-native speaking, also non-citizens, in a manner quite similar to the definition of Sanskrit word Barbara, which also means stammering. Greek writers, Isocrates, 436 through 338 BC, and Xenophon, 430 through 354 BC, frequently used barbarous when referring to Persians and other Asians, and the ancient Romans used the word barbarous, feminine barbara, to refer to foreigners such as Huns, Gauls, and Africans. The Romans expanded its definition to more negative connotations, example savage and uncivilized, and from the Roman use of the word we get our present use of barbarians in modern English, as well as variants in other European languages. However, neither ancient Greek nor Roman writers used the term to specifically refer to Northwest Africa. Greeks commonly called this area Libya, and to the Romans it was Mauritania. The term Berber, as it relates to Africans, was first used by medieval Arabic-speaking Muslim writers from the Arabic word al-Barbar, in a similar manner to the original meaning of Berber, to refer to speakers of foreign languages. Arabic-speaking Muslim writer did not use it to refer to any particular African region, culture, or ethnicity. Instead, the term referred to non-Arabic speaking Muslims who were also indigenous Africans, i.e. black. It was not until much later in history that Europeans began calling Northwest African coast Barbary. And even later, they began referring to certain Northwest Africans as Berbers. Okay. History of the so-called Berbers. Medieval Muslims writers originally used al-Berber. Variants of English translations include Berber, Barbaria, Berbera, Barbari, etc., when referring to non-Arabic speaking Muslims in Africa. Not only in Northwest Africa, but in East and Central Africa as well. For example, Ibn Battuta, 1304 through 1368 AD, an Arabic-speaking Muslim traveler and writer, frequently used variations of the term during his travels in East and Central Africa. Upon visiting the Somalian city of Zala and Zila, which lies just east of the city, aptly named Berbera, Battuta said, "I traveled from Aden by sea for 4 days and arrived at the city of Zalia, the city of Berbera, who are a people of blacks. The inhabitants of Zala are black in color. A majority of them Rafada refers to Shiites, are rejectors of the first caliph." In Margashu, Batu noted, the sultans is, as we have mentioned, called only by the title of the sheikh. His name is Abu Bakr, son of the Sheikh Omar. He is by the origin of the Berbers. He speaks Masdishi, but now Arab language. Batu also referred to the non-Arabic speaking Muslim leaders as Berbers, while Takada, a city in eastern Mali. The Qadi Ubi Ibrahim and preacher Muhammad and the teacher Abdul House in the Shadi Ali set out, if I'm messing up the names, forgive me, call upon the Sultan of Takada, who was a Berber named Izar. And all of this is for informational purposes, educational purposes. A dispute had occurred between him and the Takarui, who also a sultan of the Berbers. Even as late as the 19th century, we see the Turkish and the Arab Muslim continued using Berber or variants to refer to people in areas outside Northwest Africa. In his narrative of the expedition of Dongola in Sennar, Mehmet Ali Pasha, Turkish Albanian ancestry, military leader of Egypt, 1805-1848 AD, referred to Sennar, or the Islamic kingdom of south of Ottoman, Egypt, as Berber. There's even a city named Berber in central Sudan. On the 17th, the courier carrying information to Cairo of his exposition is a result embarked in the Kanja to descend the river as far as Berber, from whence he would proceed by the desert of Egypt. We arrived at Nosreddin in Berber in 5 days and nights. We stopped during the night for an hour at Shindi, the river Nile, below the joint of junction with the great Behar el Abud, present, truly magnificent spectacle. And then it said it was effective. Actually, Europeans who made the modern term Berber synonymous with Northwest Africans. The practice originates in the late 1400s AD when civilian historians such as Antonio di Nebria, 1441 to 1522, vowed to return Andalusia from the barbaric state, i.e. Barbaria, or the absence of the Latin-based study due to the previous invasions of Northwest Africa, Nebria once stated. I defeated Barbaria and succeeded in expelling from her our land. She was entrenched in Spain and had illustrious captains in her army, eager to destroy such a plague. I was, however, warned by Minerva and told that this was not the way of waging war. Attack, she said, Barbaria herself. In this manner you will succeed in expelling the monster and driving her to the lands of the Samaritans and remote Garamats. And I'm going to find a few more things and I'll wrap it up. The so-called Tuaregs refer to themselves neither as Tuaregs nor Berbers, rather Amazigh or Amazigh, which means noble. This is the most likely origin of Amazigh, the accepted term collectively used by the non-Tuareg Berbers, contrary to popular belief linking Amazigh to Mizai, a son of Ham, or Leo Africanus definition of free man. Although many Westerners mistakenly believe that the so-called Berbers are light-skinned people with stereotypical European facial features, a simple examination of the history of the Amazigh Tuareg people, most of whom are dark-skinned, would easily refute such notions. Even by the 19th century, Europeans had personally encountered so-called Berbers throughout, thoroughly describe their dark skin and stereotypical African features. The people of Wadrig in present-day central Algeria are the 8th Arigi in the, if I mess these names up, these are not familiar names I speak all the time, so forgive me. Ayeth Arigaya in the Wargalia are black and have woolly hair, flat noses, and thick lips. Alright, so I'll end it there. And like I said, this is for informational purposes, just for the truth. And if the truth offends, you know, I'm just a messenger. take it up with the Most High, because He is the truth. All right, Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. And this peace be unto you.